What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kit back at it again today. Long overdue. We got Frankie Boyle on our Mock the Week Part 6, guys. So let's get it. We already know Frankie's freaking awesome. You know, he's ruthless, and I like that about him. He's very savage, and I can relate to that stuff. So we're going to get to it. We got a lot more great things in store. Keep it locked. Keep coming back. Keep giving me those suggestions. Truly, you guys are freaking amazing. So don't ever forget that, guys. Let's get it. Let's go.
The next topic is a war on terror. Who wants in? Frankie.
I watched the footage of Saddam being executed, and it really made me think. It made me think, is there nothing on the internet that I won't masturbate to?
Oh, shit. Wow. Is it getting you guys thinking?
They put his death on YouTube.
YouTube?
And it's really got to bring it home to you as a great dictator when your death gets less hits than a fat Korean boy body popping.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Woo.
Why is this man being causing controversy this week? Yes, this is the story of Thomas Beatty, known as the pregnant man. He gave birth to a girl last week in Oregon. Thomas was born Tracy and underwent a gender reassignment operation and is now legally male.
Good news, you've had a healthy baby. Bad news, you've blown your cock off.
Bad
I'd like to keep my cock for 300, please. Yes.
things for a by-election candidate to say.
I've been knocking on doors in this constituency for weeks, and it's completely unconnected to the recent stranglings.
Oh, shit.
If elected, living standards will go up. For me and my wife. I promise
Facts.
to bring crime in this constituency down by patrolling the streets at night dressed as a man leopard.
The next topic is unnerving things to hear during a medical examination.
Oh, this is
Well,
good.
there's good news and bad news. But don't worry, I can give the good news to your widow.
Oh, shit. Oh,
This is
shit.
one of the healthiest x-rays I've ever seen. But if we compare that with yours...
Fuck, man. This is why I get scared of the doctors and shit. I've seen videos, you know, where they switch. Like, there's like a board. There'll be like two boards and shit. One name is yours. One name is some other shit. Somebody switches the crap and forget it. You get the wrong operation. That's a big fear for me. I'd be scared. Imagine that.
You have the body of someone half your age, growing inside your womb.
The answer is £100 a day. What is the question?
Is it what do I pay my cleaner? Not to go to the police?
Things you're unlikely to hear on a quiz show.
It's the banker. He says he's got your kids.
Things that would change the atmosphere at a dinner party.
Help yourself to Nibbles. He was our favourite hamster, but it's what he would have wanted. I hope nobody's allergic to nuts, because I like to rest mine on the table. There is a vegetarian option. You can fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that part right there. Oh, shit. I remember joking. I was a very bad kid when a girl had told me that she was a vegetarian, and it's a little off topic, but I was like, yeah, but that's okay that you're a vegetarian, because I said that all girls like me. I was immature.
Who isn't going to Beijing?
Well, it's
sorry.
Dwayne Chambers,
Yeah, absolutely.
isn't it? Which is very sad, because I want the athletes to take drugs. I mean, do you want to see someone shave 100th of a second off the 100 metres record, or do you want to see them run it in 3 seconds? I don't want to see Dwayne Chambers running on steroids. I want to see him running with the legs of a kangaroo and the heart of a leopard. I want to see him run so fast that halfway through the race he disappears like the car from Back to the Future.
Damn.
Reappears at the finish line as an old man, shouts "Beware China" and crumbles into dust.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero
yes.
movie.
Good category.
No, they call me Catwoman because I can lick my own arse. You're trapped, Spider-Man, trapped in this enormous bath.
I like the Catwoman line right
Is it
there.
a bird? Is it a plane? Whatever it is, it's heading straight for the World Trade Center.
Oh,
What's
shit.
that, Joker? You'll be back. Somehow, I don't think you will be.
Shit, damn. Oh, rest in peace, homie. Rest in peace, homie.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely letters for an agony aunt to receive.
Dear bitch, I have trouble making friends. What are you going to do about it?
You bitch.
My problem is that I can only ejaculate when I hear a buzzer.
Oh! That sinister looking smile. That would be me.
A big fuss because Barack
Let's hear
Obama
some more
got, what was it,
buzzers.
200,000 people in Berlin. Let's not forget that the last time 200,000 people gathered in Berlin, it was to listen to the most evil man in the world, David Hasselhoff. The thing we've got to remember about Obama, right, is he doesn't just appeal to black voters because they think that he's going to change society. He also appeals to American white voters who think that he's Tiger Woods.
Oh, shit!
Look at John McCain.
Tiger!
He was in a prisoner of war camp because he was shot down 5 times.
Damn.
When they say he's a war hero, does that make you a war hero or does that make you a really shit pilot?
Jesus.
The answer is 60,000. What is the question?
Is it what is my Polish cleaner's name worth in Scrabble?
Oh, my God.
Commercials that never made it to air.
Juicy one.
Are you thinking of drinking and driving? Remember, the M20 is surprisingly quiet on a Saturday night.
Bad things to hear on opening the door in the middle of the night.
I saw a peeping Tom in your garden, but I warned him. This is my patch. Basically, Miliband is a slightly different type of career politician, and they're going, oh, it'll be a breath of fresh air. No, it would be very slightly different. Vin Diesel, he'd be a breath of fresh air.
Vinny!
Sergeant Bash from Robot Wars. Why don't they ever just...
He was hype on that
Celebrity.
one. Uh-oh.
Tom Cruise, he's got a creepy marriage going on, hasn't he?
Uh-oh,
I
Tom!
reckon if you went round to their house for dinner, she'd have written, get help in the peas.
The answer is 85,000 miles. What is the question?
Is it, for legal reasons, what is the closest that I'm allowed to come to the actress who plays Hermione in the Harry Potter film? Who watches the Olympics anyway? Surely the irony is the only people who watch the thing are people who are too lazy to switch off the TV. Who watches gymnastics? Watching gymnastics.
Oh, look at him, look at him.
Watching gymnastics is just paedophilia for cowards, Dara.
Oh, shit. Which one of you guys watches gymnastics? I don't watch that shit. I like the track and field. Oh, man, and the freaking Hermione one from Harry Potter. Shout out to my Harry Potter fans. I love that shit.
I was 18. The Queen came to my school because someone had burnt my school down.
Oh, shit.
Somebody had burnt your school
Was that
down.
the stage of her career when she was investigating mysteries?
Bad things to say at a job interview.
This job would be a great opportunity for me to steal a shitload of stationery.
People do that shit all the time.
Sum myself up in 3 words. I suppose it would have to be killer alien vagina.
Whoa. Some species shit. Killer
Things
alien.
you wouldn't hear on Songs of Praise.
Hello, Canterbury, let's make some fucking noise!
Oh,
And
shit.
we appear to have a streaker. No, one of the altar boys has escaped from the vestry.
Oh.
There's a great point in the coverage, the BBC coverage, where they said, oh, this Chinese opening ceremony is glossing over bad elements in their history. And you think, well, of course it is. I mean, it's not like the London opening ceremony is going to be a warts and all portrayal of British history, is it? Not going to bring on children of all nations and slaughter them at bayonet point.
Damn.
Now we have the Irish potato famine expressed through the medium of rhythmic dance.
What the hell?
And now some acrobats and clowns will reenact the shooting of Jean-Charles de Menes.
Jesus. What kind of dance is that he's talking about right there? It was a little hard to pick up that dance thing. What kind of dance was he talking about? I'm curious.
You wouldn't want to be the one Chinese guy who danced out of sync, would you? Just find yourself sort of... I don't remember a man with a rifle in the dress rehearsal.
Oh, shit. Oh,
It
shit.
was me and my village.
Did you see? Did you see the drama though?
The next topic is science.
Okay.
Viagra's overrated, isn't it? Do you know Viagra actually takes half an hour to have any effect? I often find that in that time, the woman has managed to wriggle free.
we once knew an old guy that worked a job with us that he always take Viagra, and then it would be so strong that he would miss a couple days of work and shit. Like, it just wouldn't go down and shit. I don't recommend that shit. Fuck that. He missed more days of work than he worked.
691 million. What is the question?
Is it what does C-3PO shout when he ejaculates?
Things you wouldn't hear at the Olympics.
And that is a personal best. The first time I've managed to crack one off to the weightlifting.
Oh my God.
To show you just how polluted this city is, the javelin has got stuck in the sky.
Jeez, imagine that, imagine that.
The answer is 9. What is the question?
Is it how many dwarfs were originally in Snow White before political correctness forced the removal of Poofy and Rapey?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Do you see when Bush had to meet the women's volleyball team and they wanted him to smack them on the bottom?
Yeah.
But he wouldn't do it. Do you think Bill Clinton would have missed that opportunity? Bill Clinton would have had to have been brought up to the volleyball team tied up like Hannibal Lecter.
He would have been all up in that.
Questions that were rejected from this year's exams.
If an object is travelling at 750 miles an hour, encounters resistance and slows to 0, for how many months will Richard Hammond have to wear nappies?
Oh, my God. How many, guys?
Describe Uranus without telling your parents. If everybody in Class A is called Tom, Thomas or Tommy, and every second boy in Class B is called Tim, Timothy or Timmy, what the fuck is going on?
OK, the next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a costume drama.
I worked for the Duke of Wellington when he invented the Wellington boot, and the Earl of Sandwich when he invented the sandwich. But I suppose my happiest time was working for Lord Strap-on. Ah, the Duke! My daughter has been itching to meet you. Chlamydia!
Chlamydia!
The answer is 1,433 days. What is the question?
Is it? How long does it take Stephen Hawking to sing Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here's one thing I will say about this show that's pretty cool. I like the various different topics. I think it keeps it fresh. Are some of the topics always the same, or are they kind of just mix and match? It seems like it mixes and match, but I want to make sure. Let me know, guys.
Is it, I am the leap year killer, when will I strike next?
To be honest, what I was thinking, he's the mayor of London simply because he was popular on a panel show. Frankie, you're going to be PM.
Oh, shit. You're PM.
Hold applause, you have some very tough years ahead of you. How is it going to help us to become more competitive? How does that address the real concerns of Britain in any way? In 20 years' time, when a largely submerged London is being attacked by a platoon of Al-Qaeda's jihad scuba warriors,
oh my God,
will it really help that we're slightly better at basketball?
Luckily, you'll be in the highest office in the land.
Slightly better.
Citizens of New Atlantis, we must self-destruct.
Oh my God.
Prime Minister Boyle, you say that in every crisis. This time I mean it. They're talking about Obama being under pressure at the convention, aren't they? You're thinking, is there an easier gig in the world? I mean, there's nothing that he could say that wouldn't earn him a standing ovation. He could stand up and go, I killed a tramp once, it made me feel horny.
Imagine how unlucky you'd feel, right, if you saw a bloke who was asleep on the beach and he kind of, you know, had a vicious scar and he was like that and you started weeing on it and it turned out it was a birthmark. That would be bad luck, would it not? Although, to be honest...
That would be a tremendous episode of Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Bean.
Unlikely greetings cards.
Congratulations, you're 18 on a list of 20 people I'm going to kill.
Jesus.
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
Next, the rhythmic gymnastics. You might want to start beating out your own rhythm at home. Nobody can touch this Russian gymnast except their coach and their uncle.
Oh, shit.
The answer is 1.
In what year did Jesus have a holiday booked that he never got to go on? The thing about being a creationist, right, is that actually being a creationist is the logical position, isn't it? If you're going to believe in a crazy, made-up religion, you might as well just go the whole hog and get right into it, right? Richard Dawkins, right, he's a very nice guy, but he doesn't understand the suspension of disbelief that's part of religion. You wouldn't want Richard Dawkins reading the Narnia books to your children, would you? Peter, who doesn't exist, and Lucy, who doesn't exist. Edmund and Susan, who don't exist, all went through a magic doorway that didn't exist and met a lion. They exist, but they don't talk, and they're not a metaphor for Jesus, who definitely didn't exist.
Oh, boy. That'll shake up some people.
On an apocalyptic note, why do some people fear that the end of the world is going to happen next Wednesday?
Because it might well do,
Oh, yeah,
because they've created a giant black hole machine in Switzerland.
Okay.
A machine that could create a black hole that will end the universe.
He got so serious.
The greatest bit of timing I've ever seen.
You can fucking probably hear the pin drop. Holy shit.
The Large Hadron Collider in CERN in Switzerland starts on Wednesday.
Or to give it its proper name, the black hole machine.
They've taken all
That's like a sex
necessary
machine.
precautions.
No, they haven't. There's a 1 in 50 million chance that it could create a black hole which will end the universe. Now, I would argue that if there's any chance of that, like if my kid said to me, can I get a train set up in the loft? I would go, OK. If it, could I get a train set that might end the universe? I'd say, what about a bike?
So you prefer it if they got the protons and then cycled them round the tunnel on a bicycle?
The thing is, I'm sure they're going to find out some interesting things about protons, but I would add, I don't give a fuck.
The first thing is television. Who wants to come in on that? Frankie!
It's so patronising, television, isn't it? I saw a show the other day, and it was like how to sell your house kind of thing. And it said, if someone's coming around to view the house, remember to open your curtains and tidy up. Oh, thanks for that. I'd been planning on redecorating using diarrhea pills and stencils. Then shaving the word welcome into my dog's back. What gets me about the credit crunch, right, is how flimsy our principles are. Because everyone was buying organic food and going, oh, I want the chicken to have lived a life before I eat it. Yes. Now, the first sign of trouble, I don't care if that chicken, if the first light it ever sees is the little light in my oven.
Jesus. What?
Lines you wouldn't hear in a sci-fi film.
Ooh, good category.
The androids are going berserk, Captain. Let's try switching them off and then on again. Vader, you look like a big black dildo. Captain, the ethereal sounds being made by this beautiful dying creature from another world is some funky shit.
That sounds like some shit you would hear in a freaking Austin Powers movie. He's got good moves. He got good moves, baby.
First topic is pensioners.
It's not how old you are physically, is it? It's how old you are mentally. I mean, my granny is, what, 83? But she has the mind of a 2-year-old.
Oh, shit.
Just a joke, she's dead.
Oh, shit. Granny! Granny! Granny!
In other sporting news, who is this man?
Looks a bit like Peter Kay.
What the hell?
He's a crazy billionaire who's bought Man City.
Yeah. He is, yeah.
Does no crazy billionaire build a secret base and kill James Bond anymore? What are you going to do, Bond? I am buying Frank Lampard legally.
Jesus.
I think it's going to be great for Man City. I can't wait to hear their team sheet being read out at 5 a.m. from the top of a mosque.
Oh, shit.
Ronaldinho is injured. Yes, he is injured! Guys, man, right? In 2 years' time, Manchester City will be 3-0 up in the Champions League final, and this guy will just turn to his assistant and go, I am bored now, build me a robot spaniel.
Unlikely small ads.
Are you an alcoholic? There's a sale on at Oddbins.
Unlikely things to hear on Question Time.
Is Britain becoming more misogynist? Let's ask this bitch.
Oh, shit.
158 years.
Is it how long before the Fritzl family can look back and laugh?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. See, that's the great part about him. See, even when he says it, it's just the demeanor that he has that's freaking great. And just it's like it's a little bit kind of serious, but it's just like I love it. I love it. I love the demeanor.
My way out of a locked room.
What?
I feel like, okay, I'm sorry for support staff who get let go and stuff like that, but bankers?
Yeah.
They're not even going to end up poor. They're going to end up having to sell an ivory figurine of Satan.
Oh my God.
Unlikely lines from a TV detective show.
So what can we tell from these bite marks on the breasts? We can tell that I shouldn't be left alone with a body.
Oh shit. That was
Things
nice.
you wouldn't hear in a travel documentary.
This man lives under a sheet of tarpaulin and has to walk for 3 hours every morning just to get a drink of muddy water.
Oh.
Nonetheless, he is happy to be mayor of Dundee. On our third day of filming, an incredible discovery. Hippos are just men in costumes.
Oh shit.
Lines you wouldn't hear.
Okay, that is the end of this one, guys. What did you think about this one? I found this one very funny. It probably might even have been the most funniest one for me. That Catwoman line was freaking ridiculous. I liked it. What was your favorite line, if you remember anything on it? We'll definitely be getting more Frankie Boyles. Just let me know. Let me know that you guys want to see more of those things. As always, we still got more great suggestions coming our way. So keep it locked. Stay tuned. Check out, because we do have daily content. Don't forget to check out our social media. And especially our Twitch, because we do daily streams pretty much Monday to Friday. We're playing a lot of Call of Duty, guys, and we're really good at it. So come check us out. And if you do come in, let me know you're from YouTube, so I can be even more ecstatic to see you guys. So as always, guys, I really enjoyed watching Frankie Boyle. It's grown on me. I am not as sensitive as most people are with jokes, so we can take a joke. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what was your favorite part, and we'll see you next time. Peace and love, my dudes. Love you guys.